Hi Jack.
Good morning.
Jack, you'll get mails today?
Um, it's usually between 10 and 11 when he comes.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, okay, done.
Good morning.
Good evening.
Good evening. I have to set my camera on.
What?
Yes. It is your turn to read today.
Yes, it is my turn to read today. But first, you got to tell me how your day was.
Today's fine. We had a new thing today.
What?
On Friday, we have to bring our parents to school
Ooh.
because all the teachers in 9th and 10th class sisters were putting exhibition marshmallow chocolate, banana chocolate, strawberry chocolate, and Barbie sets, playground, and we have building blocks, all play items and donuts. And USA, they'll put all the fruits into a stick and they apply sugar syrup and they put in the ice. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Well, that sounds like a fun party. Yeah. Well, is this a special celebration for something?
But I don't know what is the special.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, is your mom going?
Um, um, yes, I think.
She may have to work, huh?
He has night office.
Okay. Well, I hope she gets to go and enjoy those treats. Wow, that sounds delicious. All right. Well, I have two books I'm going to show you, and I'm going to have you pick one. This one's called Hazel's Amazing Mother. Hazel's Amazing Mother. And this one is called Walter the Farting Dog.
Can you tell me what is the funniest one?
This one's the funniest one.
Okay, read that one. This one too, what is funniest?
Do you know what a fart, F-A-R-T is?
No.
Okay. Well, I think you'll find out, but when we start reading the story, it's kind of funny.
I
It's called
just have a word to know about.
So this is called Walter the Farting Dog. There's Walter, and look what's coming out of his backside. Lots of air.
Yeah. Can you tell me the example of crow?
Of what?
Crow.
I don't know what you're saying.
And crow.
Crop?
Yeah.
Is that what you thought I said?
Yeah.
Walter the farting dog.
That is not F. That's crow.
I still don't know what you're saying.
Okay, I just didn't leave that. I'll ask my teacher because my teacher said when you bring 5 rupees, you'll get a crow.
From? Can you spell it?
I don't know, but I think it's a spinner. Actually, in our school, there's a new game with 5 rupees. When we gave 5 rupees to our teacher will give us a card. On the card, one number will be which number on the cards. What number is on the cards? All the numbers had been the spinner. And if the card number is 10, in the spinner the 10 number came, we'll get 10 rupees. It's 20 also, we get 10 only.
Mm.
Can you
Well,
get it?
that sounds hard to get.
Yeah. My friend said
sounds
if we lose that, we will cry.
All right, well, let's see if we can figure out what this is here. Betty and Billy brought Walter home from the dog pound. Nobody wanted him, said Billy. But we love him, said Betty. Well, he smells awful, said their mother. I think you better give him a bath. So they brought him home from the dog pound. And a dog pound is a place where they take dogs that nobody wants and then they try to give them away to new homes. Anyway, they brought this dog named Walter home and they're going to give him a bath. Mother walked in and said, "He still smells awful." And that's when they got the first clue. The telltale bubbles in the water. He's probably just a little nervous, said Mother, hopefully. His stomach must be upset. But Walter's stomach wasn't upset. Walter's stomach was fine. He felt perfectly normal. He just farted a lot. Do you know what a fart is yet? I don't know what you call it, but when you pass gas, you might be embarrassed by it if it happened and if somebody heard it. Do you have an idea what it is?
Yes.
He did it when he bathed. He did it when he played with Betty and Billy. He did it when he walked around the house. He did it in the dining room. He did it in the kitchen. He did it in his sleep. See, there's air coming out his backside. When air comes out, that's a fart. When air comes out your backside. Do you know what a fart is? Are you embarrassed? That dog farts morning, noon, and night, said Father. He can't help it, Daddy. said Betty and Billy. They didn't mind Walter's farts. So what if he farts? Billy said to Betty when they were alone in their room with Walter. And Betty agreed. Walter agreed too. He sat there looking innocently around, farting. Take him to the vet, said Father. Farting, said the vet, or rectal flatulence, as we say in the medical profession, and prescribed a change in diet. So the medical term for that is flatulence. Flatulence. If you want to be proper, you say flatulence. So there's the vet looking the dog over. I think you're sleepy.
No, but then this time. Because for some time I cried.
Why?
Actually, after coming to my school, I ate up my lunch again. My mother and I went to play hide and seek. Here we call TikTok. And who first and tap where they had counted. If again they stopped, again they had.
That made you sad?
But more times my mother has out. More times my mother counted.
All right, let's finish this book. They gave Walter every kind of dog food. He farted. They tried him on cat food. They gave him hot dogs, hamburgers, and lettuce and tomato sandwiches. They gave him fried chicken. They gave him rabbit food. They made him a vegetarian. No matter what that dog eats, he turns it into farts, roared Father. So they're giving him all different kinds of food, trying to figure out what's making him so gassy. You don't think that's funny?
More fun.
Walter got the blame for everybody else's farts too. If Uncle Irv let one slip, he just went and stood near Walter. Then all he had to say was, Walter, and everyone would look at poor Walter. Uncle Irv farted and then he blamed it on the dog. I think that's funny. He has to go back to the pound, said Father. No, Daddy, please, begged Betty and Billy. Don't send Walter away. He goes tomorrow, said Father. They pleaded, and Walter farted. It was all over that night. Betty and Billy cried in their beds, and Walter looked at them unhappily. Oh, Walter, said Betty, you've got to stop farting, because Father is going to send you back to the pound tomorrow, said Billy. Are you looking?
I see.
Oh, well, you're not laughing. I think it's funny.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Walter knew how serious the situation was. He'd never see Betty and Billy again. He resolved to hold his farts forever. When Betty and Billy fell asleep, he walked down to the kitchen to see what there was, or if there was anything around to eat. He managed to open the cupboard door with his nose and found the 25-pound bag of low-fart dog biscuits the vet had prescribed for him, which had made him fart even more. Even though he knew They made him fart more. He just couldn't resist. He ate the entire bag. Very tasty, said Walter to himself. He ate the whole bag.
It's a great thing that he ate the whole pot.
And then he went and lay down on the sofa. A gigantic gas bubble began to build inside him. This is going to be trouble, he said to himself nervously. He was afraid of what might happen if he let it go. He thought maybe the house would explode, so he kept it in. It wasn't easy. In fact, it was torture. But he had resolved never to fart again. His future depended on it. As he lay there with his tail wrapped tightly between his legs, he heard a noise at the window. There he is, trying not to fart. All right. He watched it slowly open. A pair of burglars came through. They dropped silently into the kitchen. Watch out for the dog, said one of the burglars. He won't bite, said the other. He's a wimp. Walter might have bitten them, except he was so filled with gas he couldn't move. They tied the rag around his snout so he couldn't bark. Okay, whispered the first burglar. Let's clear this place out. There's the burglars. They're in the house. They broke in through the window. And they're starting to steal their stuff. They took everything they could get their hands on. Walter wanted to stop them because he was having unbearable gas pains. He rolled on his back. He waved his paws in the air. He gnashed his teeth. We've got it all, said the second burglar. Let's go. That's when Walter let it fly. It was the worst fart of his life. It made a tremendous noise and shot him across the room. A hideous cloud filled the air. The burglars clutched their throats, unable to breathe. With tears in their eyes, they raced for the window. They tried to grab their bag with all the valuables in it, but their arms were too weak. Let's get out of here.
Oh,
So Walter finally let that go, and it shot him clear across the room. I don't know if you can see that or not.
yes.
So it stopped the burglars. They jumped out the window and ran up the block, choking and gasping for air. Still blinded by Walter's attack, they stepped into the headlights of an approaching police car. Hold it right there, said the policeman. So they were captured. So Walter helped capture the burglars. When father and mother came down in the morning, they found the open window, and they saw the bag with their valuables in it. And Walter was sitting beside it. He still had the rag tied around his snout. You'd have to say he looked heroic. He saved the silverware, cried mother. He saved the VCR, cried father. Good dog, Walter. You're our dog, even if you do fart all the time.
Loud word. Nice family bond.
So the family learned to live with Walter, the hero dog. And that's the end of our tale.
Like,
Now, do you know what a fart is?
yeah.
Yeah, kind of funny. All right, well, there were some words in here I want to deal with. So how about valuables?
Okay.
Those things in your home that have value would be called valuables. Valuables. How about heroic? If you do something heroic, that means you do something very, very good for people, like you would save them from disaster. Walter saved the silverware and the other valuables, the valuable things in the house that the crooks, the burglars were taking. So a burglar, I don't know if that's a new word for you, but a burglar is someone who comes into your house uninvited and they start to take things that don't belong to them while you're away or while you're asleep. They sneak in and take all the stuff that has value in your house. So that's a burglar. A burglar. Let's see. How about tremendous or hideous? Tremendous. It made a tremendous noise, meaning very big, very loud. Hideous is something that's just really awful. You can't hardly look at it. It's so hideous. It's ugly. Let's see. I think that's probably about it. Oh, gigantic. Do you know gigantic?
No.
Gigantic means huge, very big. Gigantic plate of food, a gigantic mountain, something big, big and awesome, very big, gigantic. All right, that's enough words. Let's take the word gigantic and write a sentence, okay? Okay. You don't seem very enthused today. Here we go. I climbed the gigantic pile of leaves. I climbed the gigantic pile of leaves. I climbed the gigantic mountain. I climbed the gigantic tree.
I had a gigantic plate. Sorry, I had a plate of gigantic food.
I'm having trouble understanding you today, girl. Speak clearly.
I have a plate of gigantic food.
I have a plate of gigantic food. Okay, I think we need to put gigantic in front of plate. I have a gigantic plate of food, meaning a very large or big plate of food. Okay? All right. How about let's do a sentence with valuables. I'll write this one. I keep my valuables in in a safe place.
I'm sure I can write.
I keep my valuables in a safe place. Valuables would be things like rings and watches and things of value that cost a lot of money, like gold jewelry, fancy hair bands. Those are valuable that crooks or robbers or burglars might want to take if they came into your home and were trying to steal things. Okay, so we talked about gigantic and we talked about valuables for 2 words today. Try to use those 2 words sometime in your conversation so that you can remember them and you'll put them into your vocabulary. Alrighty then. Let's talk about when we're going to meet next. I'm leaving tomorrow for vacation. I think I told you that.
Yeah, for 18th will come.
Yeah, so I won't be back until Sunday the 18th. Monday the 19th will be the next day that we have class, Monday the 19th. So you might want to mark that on your calendar so that you'll remember that that's the day. We aren't going to have any class until September the 19th.
Okay, I wrote down class on 18th.
Okay, and then I'll tell you all about my trip.
Okay.
Okay.
Enjoy your trip.
Enjoy my trip. Thank you. I plan to. I'm ready to go to the beach for a few days and just be in the ocean and lay on the beach and get some suntan. I need to get darker. Yeah. We try to get in the sun so our skin will get dark. So we'll have darker skin. We like that look. It's called a tan.
My wish is yours and your wish is mine. I just want to be so white, but I'm dark. You are white, but you just want to be dark.
Isn't that funny? That is funny. Yes, we love the color of your skin. We love that color. We'd like to be that color.
Because black is the weirdest color of the world.
Yeah, I mean, we don't want to be black like something like this, but we want to have a darker complexion, a darker tone. So yeah, we like the color of Indian skin.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to be laying in the sun, trying to get a little darker. So I'll probably just get more red. I just kind of get red. Makes me red instead of dark tan, but oh well, I'm going to try it. So anyway, it's fun to be away with.
When we are here beach, it will be so hot. Our skin will get like a blackish color when we lie down over there.
Yeah,
That's why everyone on Sunday everyone will come on what time? Evening they'll come.
yeah, so yeah, it's hot at the beach because the sun is, but that's why you just jump in the water every once in a while to get cooled down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool water.
We jump in the cool ocean water if we get too hot. So maybe I'll have some pictures to show you when I come back. Okay. Well, you have a good week. I guess almost a week and a half. And I'll see you on Monday the 19th, okay?
Okay, take care.
All right. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
I'll see you on the 19th. Bye-bye.
Bye.